And welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We're back with another episode of Philly Stats. It's your boy Phil, Kobe. So
Yep.
we here taking care of another week of sports, man. I do want to give a shout out to our fans, our followers, and everything like that. Appreciate y'all listening. So continue to listen, continue to support, and share, and everything like that. We here for another week of sports. I know we got, so we're gonna start jumping into it. We got to start with the NFL. We got training camp starting, rookies reporting, veterans reporting. Football season is almost here, man. It's almost here. Obviously, I know we got a couple weeks to the Hall of Fame game. I know they're gonna be the big time stars, but it's football. That's all I'm worried
When's
about.
all the fun
Football.
game? When's all the fun game?
I was gonna be in Canton, Ohio. It's gonna be the Jets. The Jets are playing in who the
When
Jets are? August 3rd. August 3rd. They're playing Cleveland.
oh, that's right
Uh,
around the corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah, yeah. Well, a week and a half, really. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
right.
right around the clock, August 3rd. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame game, led into the Hall of Fame. I know I've been recently talking like Hall of Fame, different resumes are going to the Hall of Fame. And that's the reason why this game is being played because of the induction of the Hall of Fame
Who's going into
finalists.
the Hall of Fame this year?
Let me tell you, I know they changed a lot of the rules and everything like that.
Like it's a quiet class. I feel like.
Well, because they changed the rules to where it's like you're only getting like maybe like, I think like five players at a time now. It's not as many as they used to back in the day.
I mean, that's still cool, but man,
Yeah,
that's
because
that.
before you used to get like maybe like seven, eight guys go in. Now it's like I think the most is five. So it looks like the finalists revealed on it. Looks the finalists. Yeah, the finalists revealed. The finalists are looks like Jared Allen, Willie Anderson, Rondé Barber, Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson was on the finalist list, Albert Lewis, Darrell
Yeah.
Revis, Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, Marcus Ware, Reggie Wayne, Patrick Willis, Darren Woodson. That's the finalists looking like. And let me make sure I can get the actual total who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
That should be the finalists, right? That's
Yeah,
who going.
yeah. It looks like the nine. I guess the nine that were taken were Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, Demarcus Ware, Darrell Reeves, Rondé Barber, and then Don Coryell is a coach. Chuck Howley, a defensive lineman, Joe Kelko, and cornerback Ken Riley. Those like the Hall of Fame inductees. And
Right,
I
Reed.
guess
Now that's lit. That's lit.
yeah. So we got Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, Demarcus Ware, Darrell Reeves, and Rondé Barber are your five players that are going into there. There's nine total individuals. They have the coaches, they have the executives, they have like the influence of football. So I know we were starting. So reading that list, man, you see Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, Marcus Ware, Darrell Reeves, and Rondé Barber. What you thinking of that list, man?
Uh, I think you said Demarcus Ware, right?
Yeah, the Marcus Ware. Mm-hmm.
Like Demarcus Ware, so he a cowboy, so the Cowboys will be there for him. Reeves is a good player, but I feel like he didn't really stay with any teams. I feel like with the Hall of Fame, as far as people going out to the Hall of Fame, I think that normally it's people that's going for their squad, right? But I think Reeves is definitely dope. Demarcus Ware, that's another name you said on there.
Joe Thomas and Zach Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's a cool class. I think it's a cool class.
And Rondé Barber. Let me not forget Rondé Barber as well too.
Ronnie Bo, how long did it take him to get in there?
It took him quite a little while. I know it's been a while since he
Because he been kind of retired, right? He been
yeah, yeah,
retired.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's been retired for a while.
He
He's been
probably been retired for
retired.
like 15 years.
I almost say he retired in 2012.
Okay, no, not that bad then.
Yeah, well, it's almost 15 years. What, 13? Or, yeah, 13, 12, 13. So
Really?
yeah, yeah. But I say he's one of the ones that's well deserved. And he was in an era where a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, didn't. He was in that era where like corners would take away half the field and things like that. I know I've been seeing recently on Twitter, people been saying Rondé Barber and who's the other guy they've been comparing him to? Rondé Barber, not Rondé Barber, I'm sorry, Darrelle Revis versus Asante Samuel
Yeah.
Senior. And I'm just like, it's not even close. It's Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis was taking away whole complete sides of the field. Don't get me wrong, Asante Samuel is a beast, but he's known for what a lot of he's done in the postseason interceptions and touchdowns and things like that. But when you talk about like shutdown corner, the very first like modern day shutdown corner, that was Darrelle Revis. And Ronnie Barber was doing it very quietly over there in Tampa Bay as well, in that Tampa 2 defense as well, too. So
Champ Bailey was pretty good too. Champ Bailey was doing
yeah, Champ Bailey. Yeah, Champ Bailey was good. Yeah. Well, I'm just speaking on the people that's going in now. Like Champ Bailey, I think Champ Bailey would get into the Hall of Fame as well. So, but yeah, strictly just going in. I know Zach Thomas. He was a big time linebacker for the Dolphins, and he was a big staple for the Dolphins defense back in the day with him, Jason Taylor, and all of those guys.
Yeah.
Then Joe Thomas, man, me playing offensive line. Joe Thomas was that bookend left tackle that played for the Browns. He was there through all the bad times. Didn't miss a game. I think he missed maybe like one game in his entire career. He was a staple of be what a left tackle is. Don't let your quarterback get hurt in the blind side.
Yeah, he cool. He a Brown though, so you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I understand. I understand you that black and blue division up there in the AFC North.
Yeah.
But so with that, you know, what I'm saying Hall of Fame class it's a
good one. Is there any running backs that's getting inducted?
No, there are no running backs getting inducted, and I don't. The only reason running back that's left to get inducted, I think, is Adrian Peterson. But it's interesting that you brought up the running back position.
Yeah, man.
Because you know we have had this offseason some of the top running backs in the league not get their long-term deals.
Not getting raises.
Yep, not getting raises.
Yeah.
And the biggest one we know on the docket is definitely Saquon Barkley. Then we also have people don't also want to know we also have the leading rusher of the NFL, and Josh Jacobs didn't get a contract extension either. So that's another one. But the biggest one is Saquon Barkley. What's your take on running backs right now in the NFL? How you value them? But we know how the league values and a lot of teams value them. What is your value on running backs? But I want to get your insight because I know you kind of you went through the same situation with Le'Veon Bell and your team and the Steelers, and you know what I'm saying, having to pay him and what to pay him. But what is your insight on your value of running backs?
Yeah, he just apologized to the Steelers and the Steelers fans. I don't know if you saw that. My evaluation, man. Well, I mean, first, my evaluation really don't even matter because I ain't the one cutting the checks. I can tell you that right now. But my evaluation with it is of the situation, not of the position. I feel like I can do that.
Okay.
They've been putting money in the pass game, not just quarterbacks. Yeah. They've been putting money in the pass game, and I feel like once this is written, like this has been written, everybody has been seeing this. I think that now you're hearing people it's more making news because now it's in their paychecks, right? But basically, you know, it happens in a lot of jobs where you have like a commission restructure where the company realizes that, you know, what your value is not the same based off what we're moving, how we're doing, what our success is, and there's no need for us to pay you that money anymore. Like there's no reason for them to pay them that, and it's one of those things where it's like it sucks, but like I said, it's been in that situation. The Heisman, you go into amateur, right? Because I feel like the running back was a real very great in amateur football because you know it takes a lot of development before you can get a good quarterback. A lot of times, by the time you get a quarterback that can make most of the throws that you can lean on him to lead your team to victory, normally it's in the NFL, right? And some quarterbacks in college. But when you look at it, like even the Heisman is pretty much who's the best quarterback in college, right? Like the Heisman used to be a running back award. Now I think the last two skill positions outside of the quarterback that has won it in the last 10, 12 years, if I'm not mistaken, is a running back and a wide receiver, and both of them play for Alabama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is the best team which was the best team at the time, right? So
Mhm.
it's just the writing has been written. The writing's been written on the wall, man. You've been seeing it. I mean, you look at what the Dallas Cowboys in that situation. Let's take it back to 2012 when DeMarco Murray had that great year with the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys said, "We're not going to pay you." He goes over to the Tennessee Titans, and what does he do?
Yeah, flops.
He
They're not a
flops,
great.
right? But who do they draft after him to replace him?
Ezekiel Elliott, right?
And what
Maybe.
did he do when he was on his rookie contract?
Yeah, he would. I don't know if he did his thing. Got paid.
His prime Zeke was on a rookie contract, right? And
Hmm.
then whenever he got his actual contract, what did he
Hmm.
do after that?
Yeah, he started to digress. He was digressing.
Like the Commanders, right? So if you look at the Cowboys, like, well, it just makes sense that we draft a running back. If they have success, they're gonna have success. Their best success within their first couple of years was gonna be their rookie contract. If we want them to keep them a little bit longer, let's do the franchise tag. If not, we can ship them off. We can let them go to somebody else. We can draft his replacement, and then we'll see how that works out. Because really and truly, when you look back at it, the Cowboys didn't have to pay Zeke either.
No, they did.
He's the last one that got that big contract. But when you think about it, if they cut ways with Zeke whenever he was in Cabo doing wind sprints or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
they would have drafted another running back. And I can say that a running back by committee. I mean, hell, Tony Pollard kind of can do what Zeke did those years, and then he's already still on the roster. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where like the writing's been on the wall. It's just the way the rules are in the game. It's a pass heavy league. So if you're a pass heavy league, the people that are going to get paid are the quarterback, the receivers, and the defensive linemen that are out to get the quarterback. I mean, hell, you're starting to see quarterbacks kind of get some bags. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you get Jaden Ramsey, right? You starting to see cornerbacks get the bag. So it's all about the passing game in the NFL. So just like in the basketball, I think it switched up to, you have to be able to shoot. You know what I mean? We're not about to sit there and pay you no money because you're good at defense and you're good at setting screens and we know that we can count on you to hustle. Man, can you shoot too?
Yeah. That's definitely a good outlook. Good outlook on it for sure. Way to look at it. I know what you're saying. Everything you're saying was very valid. I know with the running back position, definitely it's always been strike early. Like the running backs are mainly good when they're in their primes, like you said, they're in their primes in their first part of their career, their rookie contract. And it's just like you're saying, like most running backs when they hit 30, like that been before it was like when they hit 30, 29, 30, that's when we're like, I don't know. And most running backs are coming in the league maybe 23, 24. So if they play 4 years, you're at 28. If you're a first rounder, you get a fifth year, maybe 29. That's when you're pretty much done. And with that, I know, like you say with the passing game, that is spot on. If you can't do the likes of Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, things like that, you're definitely not going to get the bag as a running back, especially since you've seen likes like Todd Gurley, what happened to him when he got paid, arthritis in his knees, he fell out the league pretty fast. Like you said, Zeke got his money and he digressed every single year since then. Like even with Dalvin Cook, who's a free agent now, he's had 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons. But the Minnesota Vikings are like, hey, we're trying to cut money, we're trying to save money because we have to, like you said, receivers getting bad. They're going to pay Justin Jefferson soon, so they cut that, and they were willing to spend time because they have a guy behind them who they paid, but he showed he's productive, and he's a lot cheaper than $15 million a year, which is what the running back position is getting devalued. And I but also want to kind of zoom in on Saquon's situation. With Saquon Barkley, he may not have the volume of receptions as the Kamaras, the McCaffreys, and things like that, but he is probably about 45% of the Giants' offense. And what made Daniel Jones progress very well is because he had 26. And I know with 26 in the backfield, that's a big thing for the New York Football Giants football team because without him, he's majority offense, and I don't see them like. Well, I don't see Daniel Jones being what they paid him to be. And granted, they kind of made a team friendly deal where he gets a lot of money up front. If he doesn't produce, we can get rid of him and don't take so much of a hit. And I know they got Brian Dayball, who came over and kind of revived that roster, but 26 is out there. And that's who was out there that was helping Brian Dayball call off and making it easier, having Daniel Jones have an easier, easier chance of, being productive, not turning the ball over. He was able to get it to Saquon when he needed to. And because at the end of the day, you look at the Giants, they don't have a top tier receiver. They have a lot of receivers. Like I just recently found out they have like 12 receivers on the roster now, and they just signed Cole Beasley, another guy that's like a slot guy. So they don't really have an outside guy for Daniel Jones, and then you take away your best offensive weapon. Well, you're not taking it away, but he might hold out because he wants to get the long-term deal. And that's what's going around the league. Like now, it's running back by committee, man. It's whoever hot when it comes to running backs. And if you listen to a lot of coaches when they do game plans and they have more than one running back, they literally say whoever has the hot head, that's who we give it to.
Yeah, no, 100%. But even when you talk about with Daniel Jones having 2.6, I think that's what they're saying. Like you can replace 2.6. Like would the next guy be as good as 2.6? No, but first and foremost, if Daniel Jones is worth the money you're paying him, then you probably wouldn't need 2.6. All right, and then second thing about it, 2.6 ain't reliable either. I mean, who's more reliable, 2.6 or Daniel Jones?
Well, this past season they both were reliable, and I agree with you. Early in his career, Saquon Barkley was not available. That is true. That is definitely true.
And he had this 1 year where he was available, but it was also his contract year.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to understand whenever you have a management team that's just like, or people that's them cutting that check, they not falling for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, And then at the end of the day, who's gonna be a giant longer, Saquon Barkley or Daniel Jones? Like Daniel Jones, so you're gonna invest in him. You're gonna invest in him first. Like I said, it's all about the passing game because if you can find and everything you said about Saquon Barkley is great. He helped that team out. He's a big reason why big reason for their success last year with his offensive production. But if you get a wide receiver that's just as good at playing wide receiver as he is at running back, he would make the offense better. So I think that's just what it is. So that's why why would we give you that money? Like, in all honesty, let's save this money because we're looking for the next big wide receiver. And one of them may come up on free agency or whatever the case may be, and we don't want to be locked into this Saquon contract because getting a wide receiver is going to be more important than us to have this running back that we drafted. And of course, he drafted early. He drafted in the first round, but he was that good enough to get drafted in the first round. But, I think that's also the reason why you don't see running backs getting drafted that high anymore because even when they are good enough to get drafted that high, it's like
you're not gonna go long. Like even you said, a good running back, if they go to college 3-4 years, that's tread on their tires already at running back, and then they come in maybe 22, 23, 4 or 5 years. That's it. That's their first contract, and they're almost 30, and definitely it's gonna be a decline from that age on down.
No, 100%, man, 100%.
So, but I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, what you saying? I'll talk after you.
Okay. Well, I was just saying because with Daniel Jones, we know he's not an elite quarterback. He's maybe average at best. But you need and with quarterback, it's all about how many weapons that they have. If they don't have any weapons, they're not going to be productive. And we know the Giants need wide receivers. Like you said, they may be waiting out for the next big wide receiver, but Saquon wasn't asking for new market money. He was really just asking for a pretty compensation fair. Like I said, he was basing it off what he brings, the value he brings to the team. And I get what you're saying when you're saying the organization, because it is a new regime, new management, and everything like that. So they didn't draft Saquon Barkley. So you're right. All they're looking at is he was injured early. We don't know if he's going to be healthy this year. He plays running back, a position that definitely decreases fair at a fast rate.
Yeah.
But this is the majority of your offense. Like this is the guy that helps your offense go. And I wouldn't want to make him disgruntled or even have him think about not coming into camp and get ready for the season. Because it's going to hurt your team detrimentally. So why not just give him I know I've seen maybe like 1 million, 1 to 1.5 million of money they were talking about giving, 3 million. So it wasn't like an astronomical number. It was just, I think, like you said, the management literally looked at it and was like, hey, yeah, you've been injured. You're not always there. We don't want to take that chance. That's why we're going to give you the money, which is fair. Cause,
bro. Like Melvin Gordon just
yeah,
signed some payments for
yeah,
3.1 million, bro. Like I
exactly.
ain't even trying to cap, bro, but I know regular professionals that make that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like being a millionaire is great, but like, and it's a lot of money, but like I know, and I of course you wouldn't consider average Joe as a millionaire, but like I know people that have been in their careers for 10, 15 years, and that's what they're making.
Yeah.
And you just think about a running back that works for the NFL. And the thing about it is, and this is what I was gonna say, and the reason why this is more of a conversation is because, we've seen this before with the fullback position. There was another position in the backfield that took that, that had that decline, right?
Yeah.
But the fullback position was never like a glamorous position. It was never like you can actually tell the history of the NFL without the fullback.
Yeah.
You can't tell the history of the NFL without the halfback, without the running back, without the tailback. You can't do that. These were some of the most awarded and most decorated players in the sport of football. And now you're getting it to where it's completely the opposite. And like bro, like you gotta think of like, bro, college football today is still like in the sense of like it's all about the quarterback, but like just that old college football we was growing up on, where it was like, well, they got a beast of a running back, so we know they got a shot this year, right? Like it don't even exist anymore. Like the passing game has completely took over football, not just NFL, but just football, because even high school football, these quarterbacks are more elite now. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in high school, I remember when I first played football in high school, first training camps, first 2 a day. You ever seen the portion on drum line where he's going through all the different instruments? He's like the tuba section in, and he's like goes to the percussion. He's clapping. He's talking about the heartbeat of the man. I remember I went to Westbrook, right? And I remember Westbrook High School, 5A High School in Beaumont, Texas, Southeast Texas. A big football town. And I remember he was talking about different positions, and he got to the running backs. He was like, "The running backs, you guys are gonna be ones that sell the tickets. You guys are the reason that these fans and these parents have these season tickets, and they come to every game because you guys are electrifying. You guys are the athletes. You guys are the ones that are going to attract the people." And when you think about it, it's like that don't even exist anymore, man. Like that don't even exist. Like when you think about Saquon Barkley declining $11 million contract, bro. Like I ain't even trying to cap. That's crazy. And then who do you think is the highest paid running back in the league is?
Right now it might be what, Alvin Kamara?
Nope.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey?
Nope.
Then who you got? Who is it?
Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm correct on this.
Yeah, I want to say it's one of those two guys.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% right.
Who is it?
It's Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson. What do you mean? He might be the highest paid rookie.
No, he's no. He's the highest paid running back. It's Bijan Robinson at 13 million. It's Christian McCaffrey at 12. It's Alvin Kamara at 11. It's Aaron Jones at 10, and it's Nick Chubb at 10. Derrick Henry cap hit is higher, but Derrick Henry is on the back end of his contract, so he got all his money. It's Bijan Robinson.
You sure Bijan Robinson?
Bro,
he just got a lead.
Bro, it's Google. You got Google right there. It's Bijan Robinson.
No, he said his average salary is 5.5489. He got a $12 million signing bonus.
He has the most money remaining on his contract, bro.
Oh yeah, he just got his contract. Yeah, he just got his contract.
Look, I wish I can share it to you. I'm telling you, it's Bijan Robinson. Let me see.
Well, no, he just got his contract. That's why. But I'm saying I know per year it's I want to say it's either Christian McCaffrey or Alvin Kamara.
That's it. Let me see. I read this, and I just read it. I just read it on SpotRack that the total cash is him.
Yeah, because he just signed his deal. Like I'm talking about when I want to do like for that, I'm gonna do like per year. Like yeah, he just got his contract. So
okay, this is what it is. I'm gonna give you exactly what it is. When I said he's the highest paid running back, I was false. But this is what it is. Bijan Robinson, a rookie, will make the most money this year, $13.72 million, among all other running backs, with Christian McCaffrey, $12 million, fairly distant second. He's gonna be the highest paid running back next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good because he's getting all his signing bonus up front plus his base salary. That's what I was going off like I go with like the
Bro,
base
that's
salary.
still crazy because there's no that's still insane, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying because I know per year, that's just that's how it goes. Like once because they got the I know
That's
Chris
not how.
Carson was like he's getting all his
Who you think is the
what's
highest
called
paid quarterback of next year? It's not going to be a rookie. Who you
no
think is the
highest paid
highest
no yeah
paid?
the highest paid quarterback.
Hold up. Who you think is the highest paid wide receiver next year? It's not going to be a rookie. The highest paid defensive tackle, it's not going to be a rookie. The highest paid linebacker, it's not going to be a rookie. But the highest paid running back, it's a rookie. That's not normal, bro.
No, the reason I say that is because he's not the highest paid running back. He's just you're adding his bonuses in. I'm just
No,
talking
bro,
about I'm
I'm
talking about
not
his base salary.
adding. I'm reading what the article says. It says he is the highest paid running back. It's NBC New York, bro.
Yeah, because they're adding his bonus, his signing bonus.
Bro.
That's why.
Listen, bro. If my man, who is this? If Logan Ritterson published this on June 13, 2013, to basically talk about how the running back position, as far as the money, the name of it is, here are the highest paid NFL running backs amid Saquon Barkley's contract dispute. If he is a works for NBC New York and he did his research and came up with the conclusion that Bijan Robinson is the highest paid running back this year, bro, I'm going off what he said. Bro. I'm just go up and say that NBC New York ain't about to sit here and tell us no fibs, bro.
No, because that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, he's literally he's adding his signing bonus. He's adding his signing bonus because based off salary per year, Christian McCaffrey's at 16 million, Alvin Kamara is at 15. Dalvin Cook is at 12 point. It would have been at 12.6, but he got cut. And it would have been 15 million. You're going off about what he got his sign. He got all his signing bonus up front.
I'm not, bro. I'm going off of what it says. It says here's the highest paid running backs for 2013 in terms of total cash. It's Bijan Robinson.
Total cash. That's what I'm saying. That's total cash is his signing bonus added on to his salary.
I don't care about his signing bonus. I'm talking about in total cash is Bijan Robinson.
His average salary. You got to go by average salary.
I'm going off of what he's getting this year, direct deposit from the NFL. He's gonna make more money than any other running back.
No,
that's what I'm going about.
He's not. I'm telling you, he's not.
Bro, Evan, how can you disagree with a whole article that's
because I'm telling you how you go average salary. What that article is saying, what he's researched is literally his signing bonuses, all his bonuses. Average salary per year, Christian McCaffrey's at $16 million. That is just his base salary.
Bro, listen. That's
his base salary. That's his base salary.
I got you. I heard what you said, bro. It says, who are the highest paid running backs in the NFL in 2013?
I'm looking. It says NFL highest paid running back in 2023, average salary per year. Christian McCaffrey. Go ahead.
It says a rookie running back will actually receive the most cash of any player at the position in 2013. The Atlanta Falcons drafted Bijan Robinson at number 8 overall in April, immediately making him the highest paid running back for this season at $13,719,844. The Texas product doesn't have the biggest running back contract, and he won't hold his title after this rookie year. But for now, the crown is his. What is wrong with that?
Because Christian, you just said $13 million. Christian McCaffrey is making $60 million base salary.
No, he's not. He's making $12 million this year. What are you talking about?
No, Christian McCaffrey's base salary is $16 million.
No, you don't know how to read the contracts, bro.
He got another. Know how to read the contracts. It's $16 million.
Argument, bro. I'm telling you, you don't know how to read the contracts. Let's see. Christian McCaffrey. I know how to read the contracts, bro.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Christian McCaffrey right here. And we are in 2023. And his yearly cash is $12 million. Where are you 15? It's literally
his entire right? Keep going.
It says $12 million.
That's his base salary. That's his game checks. He breaks that down.
What's that?
You still have to do his,
his yearly cash is literally exactly at $12 million. Not a decimal in sight. It's $12 million. It's nothing but commas. He's getting $12 million this year. Bijan Robinson, yes, because he has a you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Siri talking. All right, Bijan Robinson, who of course
working on that.
Bijan Robinson, of course, who has a rookie contract, who's getting his signing bonus up front. Yes, that's true, but that's the reason why he's making more money than any other running back this year because of his signing bonus. He's making out of football more money than any other running back, bro.
No, I want you. I'm looking at Christian McCaffrey's contract right now. His current contract, 4 years, $64 million. Signing bonus was 21.5. Average salary, $16 million.
Yes.
Total guarantees, $38 million. Guarantees at signing, $30 million. Yes. He's making his average salary. That's how you have to do his average salary for the year.
No, that's not. That's not how you look at it, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay, man.
Evan, I know you're smarter than this, bro.
Know I'm smarter than I know. I know that.
Listen, if they're telling you get 64 and 4 million, are you gonna get the average salary every year? No.
Yes,
no, they don't, bro. You hold up, time out. Because I know you know sports well enough to know there's a front end of the contract, there's a back end of the contract. Sometimes the front end is more heavier than the back end. So that means that the average, he's not getting the average. They're not paying him 16 million every year. His first year, they paid him 22. No, this is his rookie year. I'm sorry. So they're doing 20,000. Well, he did get just traded. He got traded. All right. So look, if you go to 2020, he made 22 million. You go to 2021, he made 8 million. You go to 2022, right? He made 690,000. He got his contract. He made 12 million. He made 12. He's making 12 million the next 3 years.
No, bro. Like I said, like you're not getting it. That's his base. That is base salary. That is his check. Like I said, if you go to Bijan Robinson, he's gonna have a base salary. That's his game checks. That's about it. He's getting signing bonus, workout bonuses, reconstruction, everything. All of that still goes to him. Like the average base salary of his contract, you got to do average. 64 divided by 4 is what?
It's 16, but he's not getting the average every year, bro. You know that.
That's how you determine who makes the most money. No, that's how you determine that. Yes.
I know. I know everybody listen to this, bro. Evan, you just like literally wrong. Everybody knows that if someone gives you a contract in the NFL, it's not going to be the same amount every year.
I know it's not the same amount every year. They do it on average.
No, they don't.
That's the average. No, if you look at it, you can go look at it. It's going to say AAV. It's going to say AAV. Average salary. That's the average value. Like, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. You're wrong, but okay. Like I'm telling you, what they're doing with Westcott with Bijan, the article that you're reading is literally because his contract is probably fully guaranteed. So he's going to get a lot of his money up front, and he's going to make the most money. He's going to make money that way. But if you're talking about average salary, that's how you determine who has the highest paid salary. You go by what they make averagely every year.
That's not what I'm talking about. If I'm telling you, so let me ask you this: if I'm talking about one particular year, why would I care about what he's averaging out over?
Because you can't take what he makes 1 year. You have to do the whole entire contract. That's why they put it average. That's why they average it out.
So you can't. So hold on. To figure out what somebody makes in 1 year, you just can't consider that 1 year.
No, we're not trying. You don't. That's what I say. You don't do it by 1 year. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. In 1 year. 1 year he's gonna make the most money, but you got to do the average of the contract.
It's hilarious, bro.
It's not hilarious. That's how it's done. Like even on the sports track, it literally says average salary $16 million.
You reading that stat off like, yes, that's a stat that they take what your full contract is and they divide it by how many years it is and they tell you what the average is.
That's how you determine who makes the most money.
No, that's not. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm not even saying.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is you're going off of 1 year.
Context. I never said he makes the most money. I said that he's going to make more money in 2013 than any other running back. That's not who makes the most money.
I don't believe he will.
Bro, well, how do you believe? How you don't believe he will? If there's hold up, bro. Hold up. I'm glad I can do
that. That's fine. Hey, like I get what you're saying. You're trying to say this year, 2023, he's gonna make the most money based off his contract because he's getting a lot of his guaranteed money up front, which is correct. I'm not denying that. But when you do who's the highest paid at each position, it's not done like that. It's done by the amount of money you get in the contract and the years is divided by. That's how you get who makes the most money. I get what you're saying. I get 100% what you're saying. Like, bro, say if his contract, his contract is $20 million.
Look, we got the screen right here. Everybody see it, right? You see it?
We can add it. Come on, we can add it right there.
You see it? Look, it says Christian McCaffrey. It says 2013. You see right here? 2013. If you go down here, yearly cash, you're gonna make this year. It says $12 million.
Did you forget the workout bonus? The
Throughout the whole time,
restructure.
it's the
So you
average.
see,
In
you see
2020,
everything
he
else.
made 22. In 2021, he made 8. Right in 2022, obviously, I'm sure he's on some contract negotiations. He made $690,000. In 2023, he's making 12. In 2024, he's making 12. And then in 2025, he's making $12,112,000.
Go and
If you
scroll
go
up.
right here,
Go and scroll up.
Bijan Robinson.
Go and scroll up.
Here's the highest paid running backs in 2023 in terms of cash.
Scroll up.
It's Bijan Robinson for how much?
Scroll up.
$13,072,000. If you go right here, back to Spot Rack. I just want to make sure that
like even if you scroll up, what does that say right there? Average salary. Average salary, right? Then I want you to scroll back down to when you say 12 million. No, go to yearly cash. Go down to yearly cash.
I just want to make sure I show people what I'm saying.
I know. I'm on the same thing. Go down to yearly. When you go down to yearly cash, and then if you scroll over,
I didn't get that.
And look at you look at workout bonus. That's cash he gets. Then you also get the restructure.
What'd you say?
Like I get what you're saying. Like I agree. I get what you're saying. You're literally basing off what he's getting in 1 year. But when you look at the highest paid by each position, they're going to give you the average of the contract. They're not going to break it down, because in contract you can break it down where Aaron Rodgers redid his contract, where technically this year he's making $108 million. Deshaun Watson, another one. Deshaun Watson got his contract $230 divided. They restructured it, so this year he's only making $19 million. In the next 3 years, he's going to make $64 million. You can work out that, and that's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, his contract, which you base on the average, is the highest paid quarterback salary. Like even with Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts literally got his contract. He got 157, like $2 million less than Kyler Murray, but Jalen Hurts is still not the highest paid quarterback. Because like I said, I get what you're saying. Like you can break all that down, because after he may not get it this year. They might restructure his deal to where they put all on the backside. Like all of that changes. That's what I'm saying. You can't say 1 year, because when you do 1 year, money gets moved all the time. So they don't have to pay that. They're paying on the back end, or they restructure it so that maybe they can sign someone else. So that's why you can't say in 1 year this year. He might not get it. They might reconstruct that deal at the end of the season. He may have incentives that he didn't reach. He won't get that. Like that's how that contract goes. That's why you go whatever they make divided by the years. That's the average. That's how you determine who's the highest paid at each position. Like I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but that's not how that's determined. Who makes the most?
All right, bro. Hey, you been watching boxing lately, bro? You ready for this? Mega show?
I wasn't done with football, but okay.
No, I'm okay. What you? I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, bro.
I feel like you're gonna have to learn how to read. I get what you're saying. You gotta learn how to read how it goes. Who makes the highest pay? Like that. That's exactly why Dalvin Cook got cut, because Dalvin Cook's contract could have got to $15 million. Like it says 12.4, but he has incentives. If he hits those incentives, now it comes to $15 million. That's why they cut him, because they didn't want to pay that. That's what I'm saying. Money gets moved all the time. Like that article is
fully guaranteed, bro.
Huh?
His contract is fully guaranteed.
Yeah, it is. It is fully guaranteed, but they also can alter it where he doesn't get it in year 1. He can get it year 2. He can get it year 3. It's fully guaranteed. It's his money. Whatever he gets, he gets. That doesn't change. But it can change when he receives it. And I get what you're saying. You're saying in 2023, he's going to receive all that money. And he might not receive all that money because budgets change throughout the year in football. Like that happens all the time. That's not nothing new in the NFL. Like that's when you see this guy reconstructed his deal to make it signing bonus, and to make it that's where all those numbers change. Because they can be like, okay, well, you did this, but hey, let's reconstruct it so we can maybe possibly pay this guy, move that money you earned in year 1 back to year 2, and you didn't get it. And so he didn't get that full money. That's why you do it by the number that he gets divided by the year, and that's how you do the average, and that's how you determine who's the highest paid. But I get what you were saying. I get what you were saying exactly. Because I also want to switch this conversation of running backs to Josh Jacob, who led the AFC,
Okay.
I know for sure, in rushing, and he didn't get paid as well either. And Austin Eckler is another one who requested a trade, but he also wants to get paid.
I see why they don't get paid though, because like, what's the Raiders? Raiders are pretty much rebuilding, right? And then, I mean, with Austin Eckler and I don't know what's up with the Chargers. The Chargers, I'm one of those people that I see Justin Herbert as a good player, but he hasn't really impressed me too much. So I'm not even sure what Eckler is asking for, but I see why they're not paying Josh Jacobs, man. They're rebuilding. Why spend money on a running back when they can spend money other ways to get better? It actually affects them. But he did. He had a great year last year. I won our fantasy league because of him, so I definitely want to give him a shout out.
Yeah, but they had the quarterback, but that quarterback got mad, but then they got another one. But they still have probably a top 3, top 5 receiver in the league. They have Josh Jacobs.
Who's the top 5
receiver?
Oh,
Devontae Adams. Like they still have probably a top 5 receiver in the league. If he's not number 3, I'd say top 3. But it's better top 5. So
quarterback though.
Yeah, they don't have a solid, but they had one, but they made him back because they just paid him. They had just paid him as well.
Bro, they just not paying these running backs, bro. Like,
they're not paying. I
think Eckler will be great for Justin Herbert. Like, he's still young. I still think he developed it. I'm not really sold on him yet as a winner. I think he's definitely a talent, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't want to pay these guys, bro. I think they don't want to pay them because, like I said, I think you can get even with me and the Steelers, bro. Jaylen Warren's gonna have a breakout year this year. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's a running back. And then you're going to see how it's like, they can go between Najee and Jaylen Warren, right? Yeah. So it's one of those things, bro, where it's just like, that's just a position. That's just –
exactly.
Exactly. Hell, I think the tight end position is more important than the running back. The tight ends are these guys' safety nets. Pat Freiermuth, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, even my guy over in
Baltimore, Mark Andrews.
Andrews, like, bro, like when you just think about these tight ends, bro, these tight ends are more valuable than running backs too. Like, how many running backs do we got in the league right now that's Hall of Famers? I got 2 in Derrick Henry and Ezekiel Elliott.
Hall of Famers? Ooh. I don't see. Derrick Henry to me has to do a little bit more to be a Hall of Famer.
Derrick Henry's Hall of Famer. 2000. He definitely was going to be solidified as a first ballot if he would have got that back-to-back 2,000-yard season. But 2,000-yard season, league MVP as a running back, face of the Titans franchise in the era where the face of the franchise is a quarterback, he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. I think Zeke's going to be a Hall of Famer just because of that year he had. And then, of course, he never really fell off like horribly bad. Like, even when we talk about what he's doing now, he's not like a bad running back. He's not like a great running back anymore. He's a great blocking running back, and he played for one of the premier leagues of the premier teams of the league. He'll get in eventually. Jerry Jones gonna put some. Jerry Jones still here. You never know, but Jerry Jones will try to put some plugs. But I feel like even an argument, you have 2 arguments with those 2. But other than that, there's not one other. Kamara don't look like he gonna do enough to be a Hall of Famer. Who else? Eckler.
I know what's up. Derrick Henry and Ezekiel both have some more work to do before they can get into Hall of Fame. They don't even have 10,000 rushing yards, and we got to make sure Derrick Henry can get to 10,000 rushing yards for sure. I think Derrick Henry is probably closest, but I don't see him as a Hall. He still has maybe 2 or 3 more great seasons that he's had for him to get to that Hall of Fame level.
Even if he's like 75% himself for like the next 2 seasons, he'll get in the Hall of Fame. It's not like he's not playing any more football. It's not like Zeke is like done playing football.
But you have, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hall of Fame is big on numbers. So if you don't have the numbers, you're not going to get the nod.
I don't think that. I think that's what Deion Sanders was talking about. There's a lot of dogs. Eli Manning gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but Eli Manning also has the numbers. Eli Manning is top 10 all-time in passing. I want to say top 10 in all-time in touchdowns, top 10 in all-time in wins as quarterback. Like he has 2 Super Bowls on top of that.
off of longevity, he did creep up there. But Derrick Henry and Ezekiel Elliott can do the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. They still have some things to do.
Yeah,
like, we don't know.
We saying the same thing. I think you just more doubtful. And me, I'm just like, all right, I'm pretty sure they'll get it. But I feel
yeah, fair enough.
But other than that, there is no other, and those guys are on their way out. Like those guys, both of those guys, I know for a fact, those guys don't got 5 years in them.
You say they don't have 5 years in them?
You see Derrick Henry and Ezekiel playing 5 more years?
They're gonna, if they play 5 more years, they're gonna have to be productive at least 3 of those 5 years to get in the Hall of Fame.
You see them playing 5 more years?
Yeah, I see Derrick Henry maybe playing 5 more years, and Ezekiel Elliott, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They can play 5 more years. They can have. And I don't think because the last 2 years, really the last 3 years, always like Julio Jones, right? Like what was Julio Jones' last 3 years really been?
They've been terrible,
right? Like when you think about it, right? But let's see, he's still a wide receiver. I mean, he's still
yeah.
But he might. I don't know if he's on a team right now, actually.
Nah, he's a free agent.
So Julio Jones drafted in first year in 2011, and number of games played was 10, 10, and 9.
Yeah, now he's had a horrible last 3 years, but he's also has 13,000 receiving yards,
771 yards in 2020, 434 yards in 2021, and 299 yards in 2022. I seen that man make 222 yards, but I feel like he did that. Like
he had a 300-yard game. He had a 300-yard game.
Yeah, he had a 300 game. Yeah, against the Giants, I think, right?
I don't remember who. Yeah. I know he had a 300 yard. I know he had a 300 yard.
I don't know. But yeah, like I've seen him do that. He played 10 games, right? So like when he left the Atlanta Falcons, he left 2020. And I mean, you can pretty much say 2020 was off your film too. So even he could possibly put up 2 more trash years, but he ain't on the team right now. So we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
He could be out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. I mean, it's not tough, but yeah, 5 years. I wonder if they can do it. 5 years ain't as easy as I'm making it seem though.
Well, I think Derrick Henry and Zeke can play 5 years. I don't think Julio's gonna play 5 years. He's only going to give you 1 more year if he gets on the team.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Julio. I'm talking about running back.
Yeah. I think they can play 5 more years. But for them to be a Hall of Fame, they have to be productive at least 3 of those 5 years.
How much you think Julio Jones made his career?
Quite a bit. I want to say close to.
What's quite a bit to you?
Maybe about, I say contract wise, maybe about 80 million off contracts alone, maybe. 80.
Oh, when I tell you this number, you're gonna be surprised.
Yeah, what's that?
148.
See, yeah, that's about right. I just seen Adrian Peterson made 103.
When did he get these contracts?
He got all these contracts when he was.
He got paid $10 million, which remember they give you a signing bonus. So that's same thing. Bijan Robinson is the highest paid running back. He got
because his first year he made what, 16 million.
I got it. He got 10 million. He got 1 million, 1 million, 2 million. Then in 2015, when he got his new contract, he got 25. He got 22 million. Then he got 13, 11, 13. Then he got another contract in 2019. Oh, he did get some contracts. He got 26 million, 22 million, 15 million. And then last year in 2022, he got 2 million. And then with he was with the Buccaneers. With the Buccaneers, he made 5 million. So that's him clocked out. Like he don't have another contract. So he got.
I'm saying like his rookie contract was for 16.1. Then he got 71 when he got the new deal with the Falcons. Then he got another 66 million from the Falcons. Then he got 6 from Tampa Bay. So like all together, I can see him career earnings. I can see him getting that type of money. Yeah, career earnings. It looks like he's at 148 million. He got 125 million from the Falcons, 17 from what's called 5.4 from the Bucks. Because he signed a $6 million. So yeah, he
got a $6 million contract and he got a $66 million contract.
He didn't. I guess he didn't hit his incentives in Tampa Bay, so that's why it went down to 5.4 million. He signed with a $6 million deal. So yeah,
you're not even supposed to count them incentives. I I mean, they
Well,
not.
that's all. I can't. That's all part of their career earnings. They earned that in the league, so that's what made his contract higher.
How much do you think Henry made his whole career?
Derrick Henry is probably, I'll say about close to $100 million.
You definitely wrong on this one. I'm looking at it right now, but I already looked this up. I already know you're wrong because I was surprised at the number.
Huh?
You definitely wrong. You said what, 100?
Yeah, I said close to 100. Yeah, what do you get?
45.
45? Man, it's still not bad.
Bro, what? Bro,
that's still not bad. That's not bad.
No, of course, the person that's not bad. But bro, that's more than 50% off of what you thought he was gonna make. I thought he would be making more than that too. But him making 55, him making 45 million, bro, and then let's do this. Because this was a joke on Twitter. Somebody said Duncan Robinson when he sees an NFL running back on the street, and they did like the little Chappelle skit where they got the reparations money, and she's like, "With your broke ass." Duncan Robinson, who has not played who's not been active as long as Derrick Henry, who's definitely not as important to his team as Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry started in what, 2016? He started in 2018. Duncan Robinson, with his contract expiring in 2026, is going to be at $93 million. That's crazy.
Yeah. At the end of this year, Derrick Henry will be at what, 56 million career earnings. So,
that's good for that person. Yeah, I mean that's like what Kwame Brown. Bro, Kwame Brown made more money than Derrick Henry. Think about that shit.
Yeah, he played in a different sport. He played basketball.
That's crazy though, because Derrick Henry was like
more games.
All in his sport.
Plays more games. Plays more games. Everything.
What you think? Watch this. What do you think Ben Roethlisberger made? His
probably close to 150 million. Like he's a quarterback.
And he played earlier. And Steelers ain't giving no big ass contract. And Steelers contract be 30 pages, 29 of them be incentives. You know what I'm saying? 29 of them be incentives. And my man made, Jesus Christ. What number you thought he made?
Maybe like 150.
He made 267, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm surprised. I'm shocked by these numbers, bro. Cause you like this is the thing though. They getting like double what you thinking they make, bro. These some rich ass dudes, bro.
Yeah, that's the quarterback position is a prime position.
Everybody know LeBron that. LeBron's like,
he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire.
Not talking about his basketball earnings. You know what his number is?
Oh, basketball. What is it like? Is it like over $500 million?
Yeah, it's slightly over $500 million. I know it's. I look at his all the time. I know it's $500 million. Let me get the exact number.
$500 million. Well, $500 million, not $500 million. $500 million.
Yeah, $500 million.
Yeah, but you know, so we can get into these contracts on. We gonna move it on. We can pivot it to some boxing. I know you want to get into boxing. I don't want to.
Man, you want to get into boxing too, brother? LeBron is gonna be at 5:30. You want to get into some boxing too, bro? You know it's bro. You know July 29th, bro, gonna be a holiday, bro. What you doing July 29th?
Yeah, what am I doing July 29th? I'm gonna be in front of hopefully in front of a TV watching the Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence fight.
I'm telling you gotta work.
I'm not even sure. I have to check. I don't even know. But if not, I'm still gonna be in front of the TV watching.
I know my predictions. Well, I really don't know. Actually, I think I'm gonna save my prediction for our next week's show when it's like the day before the fight. But what you got? Talk to me about it. How you feeling?
How I'm feeling right now, I think it's gonna go the full distance, but I also think it's gonna be a real tough fight. I'm picking Bud. I'm picking Bud Crawford. I'm gonna go with Crawford. He's gonna be a little rusty in the beginning because he hasn't fought in a while. And I just think he gets the best suspense when it comes to a decision by the card. I think it's gonna be a really, really good fight. I think it's probably gonna be one of the best fights that we've been waiting for. One of the best fights we're gonna see this year, and then also one of the ones that we've been waiting for a long time.
Do you think Bud? You say decision, so he doesn't knock him out. Do you think he knocks him down?
No, I don't think so.
I think for Bud to win by decision, he gotta knock him down.
Okay.
This is the reason why.
No.
I'm not gonna tell you who I think will win though, right? This is the most 50-50 fight. And you know I'm a big boxing fan, bro. I watched every single one of their fights this week, except for the Ricky Burns fight, except for both of the Mikey Garcia fights, and except for like two early Earl Spence fight. It's gonna be a close fight. It's gonna be a close fight. The reason why I say Terrence Crawford, if he's gonna win, by decision. He has to knock him down maybe once or twice because decisions are going to be on Errol Spence side. Errol Spence is an active fighter. He put like this: Errol Spence throws more jabs in a fight than Bud would throw total punches in a fight. So when you talk about decision, activity is what's gonna win you a car fight. A jab gonna win the car fight, right? And then more importantly, but Errol Spence is the A side. And who is he? Who's holding this fight? PBC. Who's been fighting with PBC their whole entire career? Errol Spence. Who's first fight on PBC?
Bud.
Who did PBC also just sign, and who they're talking about making Errol Spence fight down the road?
Canelo. Yeah, there it is.
I think that what people gotta understand is, and why Bud can't let it go to the card, it's a bigger play. They trying to get that Errol Spence Canelo fight because this is what it is. I think they're gonna do Canelo Charlo, Errol Spence, and if Canelo got it in him, they'll let him do Canelo Benavidez. I think that with Bud being the A side and Bud being the B side, I feel like he gotta stop Crawford. Can he stop Crawford? I think he can stop Crawford with an uppercut. He throws uppercuts at awkward angles, and his uppercuts he don't have to wind him up. He can just throw it, and he can just hit you out of nowhere. Right? Both of these guys look like beasts at their workout.
Yeah.
Both of these guys look like beasts. I mean, bro, you look at Terrence Crawford workout. The dude has a white T-shirt on, and he's sweating through his white T-shirt, and you see his 8-pack. Who in the heck is in that big much of a shape where you can see that 8-pack? I'm not talking about 6-pack. I'm not talking about a Budweiser 6-pack. I'm talking about 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each side through a white tee. Like these dudes are in tip-top shape. Errol Spence is in tip-top shape, and it's gonna be a good match. You basically got, and this is why I think it's crazy. Remember I say this. Everybody remember I say this. Errol Spence, if he wins this fight, it's because he was right on the money when he said that this is Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett. Even though Kevin Garnett was the most flashier player, he had a different skill set. He had a higher skill set. He was more talented. Tim Duncan was just bigger and more fundamental. And if Errol Spence win that fight, you can bookmark it here. It's because he knew exactly that. He's the Tim Duncan, right? 5 championships.
Yeah.
I can get it done easy. I got a good coach, Derek White in his corner. I got a good team with Mr. Fundamentals. And then you got Kevin Garnett, who's a great at the same time, but only got 1 championship, right? He was the head of his team. You really don't have a Hall of Fame coach, just like Errol Spence has a Hall of Fame coach. He relied more on his skill and athleticism. But Tim Duncan was a slightly younger, but bigger guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even know Tim Duncan younger than Kevin Garnett, but I know Errol Spence younger than Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett, I think like 1 year apart, 2 years apart.
Yeah. But like, that's what you got coming for you. I think it's gonna be a good fight. To me, I think that either Errol Spence gonna wear him down, dot that I up, get a late stoppage, or win by decision, or Terrence Crawford going to knock him out to win late round. That's what I got. But I'll tell you who I'm winning when it's a little bit closer to the fight next week. And we got I'm losing my voice, man. I'm sorry. And we got a fight this Tuesday in Japan. Ring walk is gonna be at 8:30 a.m. right? But you got Stephen Fulton and my man. I forgot I can't believe Inoue over in Japan. So we got that one that's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be a good fight. And a lot of people feel like the guy in Japan is actually the greater fighter. As far as like he's one of the best fighters in boxing. Like some people say that he's either the best fighter in boxing or it's Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. That's the best fighter in boxing. But we got 2 big fights this week. I can't wait to see it. Saturday, I already told everybody I'm working in the morning. I'm taking me a nap by 3 o'clock. I'm waking up at 6 o'clock, and we getting the party started.
Oh yeah. I'll be fine. I'm not working. I'm not working either, so I'll be off.
It's July 29th. You know what I'm saying? Me and my shorty, we're gonna be on. We gonna have that Patron. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit, bro. We got the 65-inch Sony, and we're gonna be watching, one of the greatest fights. And one thing I tell everybody else, and somebody I watched a podcast and they said this, and I thought this is a great thing to say, especially when a fight like this. Everybody got who they want to win. But this is one of those fights where it's such a great fight. If your guy lose, still enjoy the fight. Enjoy the moment. Whether you got winning or losing, don't let that ruin you from enjoying one of the best fights, one of the best boxing matches of all time. In all honesty,
most definitely.
Not the best, but it should definitely be one of the best boxing matches of all time. So
most definitely,
it's gonna be good, man. Get your popcorn ready, get your barbecue ready. I made chicken wing. I don't know what I'm gonna have on the menu that night. I know we're gonna have some liquor on the menu that night, but I don't know if I'm gonna do chicken wings. I don't know if I'm gonna do burgers. I don't know if I'm gonna do tacos. It ain't no Mexican fighter, so I ain't gonna do tacos because I always do tacos when my essays fight, my brothers fight. So I don't know. It's two brothers. I may just do some chicken wings.
Something chicken wings. Hey, you might want to get on that pit, man. Get you some ribs.
Huh?
You get on that pit, get you some wings. Get you some ribs, man.
Man, I told you I need to take a nap. I don't know if I do ribs, I ain't got time for a nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah. Might can slow cook them. You can take a little nap and come back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, but shit, I want to see the end of the fight too. Real sad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
It's gonna be an amazing fight, man. You know, I'm gonna be locked and loaded. I'm gonna have my scorecard on my phone. I got my Apple. I can do my scorecard.
Yeah.
I'm there, man.
Oh yeah. It's gonna definitely be one of the ones. I think it's gonna be one of the ones that you gonna look back and be like, man, that was a fight that you gonna remember, and it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Anything else you want to cover, man? I know boxing, sports world's kind of slow right now, but we're gonna.
It's slow, man. We still got like an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes, man. I think that's amazing. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. So like I said, if you got anything, let them know where they can find you at, Kobe, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can get with you. Maybe they, you know what I'm saying, get you a call for the fight.
Man, find me on Instagram at the Kobe THACOBY, man. Also, if you big into investments, I'm not trying to scam you or nothing like that. But if you want to make sure your family's protected with some investments, hit me up as well on Instagram at THACOBY. I can tell you how everything works. And yeah, man. Other than that, man, yeah, you can catch me on Instagram, man. Everybody stay blessed. I'll tell y'all more about my other endeavors that I have. I'm going to actually start bringing my more professional life into the actual podcast, just so we can, grow as an audience and grow as a family, all right?
Yes, sir. Make sure you find me. I'm Phil. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, Young and Educated. Also, follow the show's page, Philin Stats, PHILN Stats, STATZ. Make sure y'all do that. We are on YouTube. Make sure you follow the YouTube page as well. Make sure you tell your mamas, your daddies, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, anybody you get this video and this stream from. Share it, like it, let us know, give us feedback so we can talk. Like I said, this is another episode of Philin Stats. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy.
Yeah.